Does your home feel a bit plain as the holidays approach? You're not alone. Everyone wants that warm, festive look, but figuring out where to start can be tough. A few clever Christmas decor ideas can turn any space from basic to merry. From velvet ribbons to twinkling fairy lights, a sprinkle of creativity makes holiday magic. Why settle for boring tinsel when you could have plaid, pine cones, and gold bells? Let's turn your home into a holiday showstopper without breaking the bank or your back. Velvet ribbon garlands, especially in deep reds or forest greens, bring a plush, festive accent to a white fireplace mantle. When paired with gold bells, the look feels both traditional and fresh. The shimmer of the bells against the matte ribbon grabs attention without feeling overdone. Want a quick upgrade? Drape the garland loosely to create natural curves. Secure it with small adhesive hooks or discreet nails. While velvet is rich and eye-catching, it can attract lint, so keep a lint roller nearby. This approach offers instant holiday warmth, but requires a little upkeep to stay picture perfect. A plaid and pinecone wreath instantly boosts curb appeal, giving your home a cozy, festive look. Add metallic baubles for a modern twist that catches sunlight and visitors' eyes alike. This mix of rustic and shiny elements suits both traditional and contemporary tastes. Who says you can't have the best of both worlds? Some worry metallic accents might feel too flashy. The trick is moderation. Stick with a limited palette, think silver and copper, so the wreath remains warm, not gaudy. Secure everything with floral wire and hang it with a bold plaid ribbon. Suddenly, your door looks ready for a magazine cover. Stringing a garland above your TV stand and weaving fairy lights through it adds instant holiday charm. The soft glow creates a cozy atmosphere, making movie nights feel magical. Choose greenery, tinsel, or even felt garlands. Don't worry, battery-operated lights mean no messy cords running across your living room. Some people worry fairy lights might look tacky. The trick is to stick with warm white bulbs and avoid overdoing it. Layering in pine cones or tiny ornaments keeps things interesting without feeling cluttered. This approach suits renters and homeowners alike, since it's easy to set up and remove. Think outside the box with a boho chic Christmas tree. Feathers add a playful twist, catching light and creating movement. Metallic ornaments, think copper or bronze, bring warmth without feeling too flashy. Woven bead garlands add texture and a handmade feel. It's a look that feels both relaxed and inviting. However, don't forget balance. Too many textures can make your tree appear cluttered. Stick to a simple color palette to keep things harmonious. Mix in a few natural elements like wooden stars or dried oranges for a cozy vibe. Who says holiday trees must follow tradition? Sometimes, breaking the mold is merrier. Forest animal figurines add a playful spark to any Christmas display. Deer, owls, and foxes bring woodland charm to mantelpieces or tabletops. Pair these charming creatures with clusters of mini bottle brush trees. Suddenly, you've created a tiny forest scene, all without leaving your living room. Cluster candles of varying heights among the trees and animals for a warm, inviting glow. Just remember to keep an eye on open flames. Nobody wants a squirrel singed by accident. This setup works for both rustic and modern tastes. It's affordable, adaptable, and definitely sparks conversation at holiday gatherings. Oversized poinsettia bouquets in shiny red planters can make your entryway a showstopper. Guests will notice the bold color and festive touch before they even step inside. These large arrangements fill empty corners and add instant cheer, especially when set against a neutral wall or classic front door. However, poinsettias need some care. They dislike cold drafts and soggy soil. Keep them away from direct heat sources. Rotate planters for even light and check leaves for wilting. If red isn't your thing, white or marbled poinsettias work too, but nothing beats the traditional holiday impact of vivid red. Stringing evergreen garland with dried orange slices and cinnamon stick bundles adds both fragrance and charm. The bright orange pops against the deep green, while cinnamon sticks offer a rustic touch. This simple upgrade brings festive cheer to mantels, doorways, or stair rails. No expensive materials needed. Worried about longevity? Dried oranges hold up for weeks, and cinnamon sticks remain fragrant. Swap out wilted greenery or refresh with extra slices as needed. This blend of natural elements works for traditional or modern spaces, and cleanup is a breeze. Why not try it and let your creativity shine? Nothing says winter charm quite like a mantle dressed in white and gold. Layer fresh or faux greenery, letting it drape naturally. Weave in gold-tipped pine cones or ribbons for sparkle. Oddly enough, mismatched ornaments work here. Scatter some with shimmer and others matte. It's festive, yet surprisingly relaxed. Keep it practical. Battery-operated fairy lights tucked within the branches add warmth without fuss. Avoid overdoing it with too many colors. Stick to white, gold, and soft greens. This approach makes your mantle look cohesive, not cluttered. Guests will notice the inviting glow, not a chaotic jumble. Nothing says holiday warmth quite like a row of red stockings dangling from the mantle. Personalizing each stocking with family names adds a layer of charm and belonging. It's a small touch, yet every guest instantly feels the invitation. This is a home that celebrates togetherness. While classic and cozy, red stockings aren't always easy to match with modern decor. Try adding subtle accents, like plaid ribbon or metallic tags, to bridge old and new. If you're feeling crafty, involve kids in the personalization. Their creative flair might surprise you and spark new traditions. Why settle for a plain corner when you can create a snug retreat with plaid pillows and chunky knit throws? Imagine curling up with a good book, soft light, and layers of texture. These accents don't just warm the body, they lift the mood and invite you to linger. However, balance is key. Too many patterns or oversized blankets can overwhelm a small space. Stick to a few statement pillows and one large throw. Add a small lamp or twinkle lights for extra charm. Suddenly, your reading nook becomes the coziest spot in the house. No extra fireplace required. A modern black and white tree stands out for its bold elegance. Matte and glossy ornaments mingle, creating a striking contrast that draws the eye. Mix large and small baubles for texture. Want more depth? Add black velvet ribbons or white feather accents. This style feels both chic and surprisingly festive. While the look oozes sophistication, be careful. Too much black can overpower smaller spaces. Balance is key. Place your tree near a window or mirror to reflect light and soften the monochrome effect. It's a refreshing break from tired red and green, yet still feels wintry and celebratory. Imagine a dining table glowing with floating candles in tall glass vases. Add pine cones and scatter tiny twinkle lights around the base. This combination creates a cozy, woodsy feel without overwhelming your space. It's simple, affordable, and easy to clean up after the holidays. Some might worry about safety or mess, but using battery-powered LED candles and artificial pine cones solves both issues. You'll get the magical effect without open flames or sticky sap. Try mixing vase heights for extra visual interest, and let your guests wonder how you pulled it off. A birch log centerpiece brings natural beauty to your holiday table. Pair it with evergreen sprigs and a handful of fresh cranberries for a simple, eye-catching arrangement. The textures and colors pop: white birch, green needles, and red berries. It's easy, affordable, and smells faintly of the forest. Don't toss it together like a fruitcake gone wrong. Space your sprigs, tuck in the berries, and maybe add a candle for soft light. Just be sure the berries stay out of reach of pets. This rustic approach feels both classic and current, nature's version of festive without the glittery mess. Minimalist table settings speak volumes with less. Placing a simple pine sprig on each plate instantly adds a fresh, festive touch without overwhelming the space. Guests notice the subtle detail and appreciate the nod to nature. Why clutter the table when a single pine sprig whispers holiday cheer? Some may say this approach is too plain, but sometimes restraint creates elegance. If you crave more, add a linen napkin or a slim ribbon. Cleanup is a breeze, and your grocery bill won't skyrocket. Less fuss, more time for laughter. Isn't that what Christmas is about? Ever thought a jute basket could make a stunning vase? Grab one, pop in a glass jar, then fill it with pine branches and pine cones. This low-cost centerpiece brings a cozy, earthy feeling to your table. Plus, it smells like a winter forest, no expensive candle required. Skip artificial fillers. Use what's outside your door: fallen pine cones and clippings from evergreen bushes. The rough texture of jute pairs perfectly with the sharp green needles and dark cones. Don't fuss if it's not symmetrical. That's the whole charm. Nature's rarely perfect, and your arrangement shouldn't be either. Ever noticed how a simple mantle can set the mood for an entire room? Scandinavian style uses soft whites, beige, and gentle grays to create calm. Place wooden trees of varying heights along the mantel. Add a couple of cozy knit stockings or a string of fairy lights for warmth. While this look feels peaceful and clean, it may seem too plain if you crave bold color. Try adding a single pop, maybe a red candle or copper bell, to draw the eye. It's all about balance. Earthy textures, natural wood, and just enough sparkle to say yes, it's Christmas. Imagine your staircase wrapped in lush garland, dotted with tiny red gift boxes. It's festive without feeling overdone. The red pops against green, making every step a bit of holiday cheer. Add fairy lights for a gentle glow. Suddenly, the whole space feels ready for carols and cocoa. Assembly is simple. Attach garland with zip ties, then tie on gift boxes using thin ribbon. Weave fairy lights throughout for sparkle. The only real drawback? You'll have to resist opening those little boxes. This setup works best if you want big impact with minimal fuss, no crafting degree required. A faux fur tree skirt instantly adds a touch of luxury. The soft texture pairs well with both traditional and modern ornaments. Gold accents, think embroidery or a shimmering edge, catch the light and create subtle glamour. Guests notice these details. Why settle for an ordinary base when you can have a showstopper? Practicality matters too. Faux fur is easier to clean than you'd expect. Most spills wipe off with a damp cloth. Just watch out for pets, as some cats treat it like a new bed. Still, the combination of comfort and sparkle is hard to beat for a festive, sophisticated look. Wood slice ornaments bring an earthy charm to any Christmas tree. With a bit of acrylic paint, you can create snowy cottages, pine forests, or simple snowflakes. They aren't expensive, but they pack a punch visually. Who wouldn't smile at a tiny, hand-painted winter wonderland dangling from a branch? These ornaments double as heartfelt gifts. A homemade touch adds meaning, and the imperfections just add character. If you're short on time, stick to bold shapes and colors. No need for tiny details. The only real drawback? Sawdust. Tidy up after sanding, or you'll find bits in odd places for weeks. Farmhouse-style mantels thrive on warmth and nostalgia. Try draping plaid ribbons along the mantel's edge, letting a few tails hang for a relaxed effect. Tuck sprigs of faux red berries between garland twists. This simple trick adds bold color, while plaid brings a playful, down-home vibe. Don't overthink symmetry. Cluster ribbons and berries where you like. Perfection isn't the goal. Add a few white pillar candles or wooden ornaments for contrast. The look feels inviting, not stuffy. If you're after a homey holiday scene, this easy setup delivers without breaking the bank or your patience. A snow-dusted, flocked Christmas tree instantly sets a wintry scene, even if it's sunny outside. Metallic ornaments, think gold, copper, or silver, reflect twinkling lights, adding sparkle and depth. Mix matte and shiny finishes for contrast. Wondering about drawbacks? Flocked trees can shed, so keep a vacuum handy for stray snow. Layer ornaments in odd numbers and nestle some deep within the branches for a plush, full look. Try ribbon in soft metallics to tie everything together. If you're worried about overdoing it, stick with 2 metal tones max. This keeps things festive, not flashy. Mason jars filled with tiny ornaments and battery-powered fairy lights create instant festive charm. Just pop in a handful of small, colorful baubles and snake a light strand around them. Set these jars on windowsills or tables. No cords, no fuss. They add warmth and sparkle without breaking the bank. Want to switch things up? Try mixing in pine cones, artificial snow, or even cinnamon sticks for a cozier scent. The jars are portable, so you can move them wherever you need a splash of holiday cheer. It's a simple project, but the payoff is delightfully bright. Old-fashioned lanterns filled with thick pillar candles create a warm, nostalgic glow beside any hearth. Imagine the flicker bouncing off brass or iron, casting interesting shadows. This style fits both modern and traditional homes. Rotate candle scents, cinnamon, pine, or vanilla for a festive twist. Remember, real candles need supervision for safety. Flea markets often hold forgotten treasures. Pick lanterns with a bit of patina for extra character. Not all need to match. A mix adds charm. If you'd rather skip open flames, use battery-powered candles. They still offer the soft ambience, minus the worry. Sometimes simple touches speak volumes. Woven straw stars and bells bring a touch of nostalgia and warmth to your holiday space. Hung in windows, they catch the winter light, casting gentle shadows that evoke simpler times. These natural ornaments blend seamlessly with both modern and classic styles, making them a versatile choice for busy households. Why settle for mass-produced plastic when you can support local artisans or even try making your own? Straw decorations are eco-friendly, biodegradable, and surprisingly affordable. If you're worried about them lasting, a quick spritz of hairspray can help preserve their shape. Isn't it time your decor felt more meaningful? Imagine sinking into a plush armchair, wrapped in a chunky knit throw, while soft candlelight flickers from a vintage lantern nearby. Add a mini fir tree in a simple pot, and suddenly your corner feels like a winter retreat. Why not swap the lantern for string lights if candles make you nervous? This setup invites quiet moments, reading, sipping cocoa, or simply daydreaming. The mini fir tree brings a fresh scent and a pop of green, while the tactile throw encourages relaxation. Just avoid overcrowding. Too many accessories can make the space feel cluttered instead of comforting. A mantel lined with bottle brush trees in ombre green shades creates an eye-catching display that feels both modern and nostalgic. Start with deep forest hues at one end and fade to mint or pale green at the other. This gradient effect draws the eye and brings instant holiday cheer. Mix tree heights and sprinkle in twinkling fairy lights for added charm. Bottle brush trees are affordable, lightweight, and easy to arrange. However, dust can collect quickly, so keep a small brush handy. Want something quirky? Add a miniature deer or a ceramic house for a playful touch. Red velvet bows add a splash of color and instant holiday spirit to any home. Tying them onto cabinet handles or window locks is fast, affordable, and eye-catching. Guests will notice the detail. Why spend hours stringing lights when a simple bow can bring a whole room together? This idea isn't just for those with the designer's touch. Even kids can help tie the bows. Reuse year after year, or switch ribbon widths for a fresh look. One word of warning: avoid placing bows near areas of heavy cooking. Grease and velvet are not friends. Gold and white ornament clusters turn a plain tree into a showstopper. Mixing shiny, matte, and textured balls in groups of 3 or 5 creates visual depth. Try placing clusters at varying heights. This trick draws the eye and adds a designer touch without much effort. While gold and white ooze sophistication, overdoing it can make the tree look sterile. Break up the clusters with a few personal ornaments or subtle ribbons. Don't be afraid to add 1 or 2 quirky pieces. Perfection can be boring at Christmas. A stag figurine as a centerpiece commands attention with its simple elegance. Arrange faux snow around the base, then weave twinkle lights through the scene. This setup feels festive without overwhelming your table. Who says holiday cheer needs to be complicated or gaudy? Sometimes, less really is more. However, keep in mind that too many lights can turn magical into migraine-inducing. Use battery-powered twinkle lights for safety and easy cleanup. If you have pets or kids, opt for larger faux snow pieces to prevent accidental messes. A stag centerpiece offers winter charm that works beyond Christmas dinner. Fresh greenery swags on dining chair backs instantly signal holiday cheer lives here. This simple touch can elevate even a modest dining room into a festive scene. Snip cedar, pine, or eucalyptus branches, tie with ribbon, and attach with twine. Guests will notice and might even ask for your source. However, fresh greens need regular misting to avoid early wilting. Some varieties shed needles, so keep a handheld vacuum handy. Still, the natural scent and visual appeal outweigh these minor hassles. Why settle for generic chair covers when you can bring the outdoors right to your table? A tiered tray packed with mini houses, tiny trees, and reindeer figurines creates instant holiday cheer. It's a simple way to add charm to your kitchen or coffee table. Try mixing materials. Ceramic, wood, and glass all work well. Playing with height adds interest, so don't just stick everything flat. Keep it playful. Cluster a few reindeer together or sneak a snowman into the scene for a surprise. If you have kids, let them rearrange the pieces. Yes, the display might look a little crooked, but it'll bring more smiles. Minimal space, maximum impact. What's not to like? Ready to try these Christmas decor ideas? Pick a few that fit your style, mix them up, or switch them out each year. You don't need a magazine-perfect look. Your home should feel cheerful and inviting for everyone who visits. Start with what you have, add 1 or 2 new pieces, and watch the atmosphere change. Keep it simple or go all out. There's no wrong way to decorate for the season. Which idea will you try first? Let your space sparkle with your own flair.